In a world that screams for attention with massive grills, fake exhaust vents, and aggressive styling, there is one car that whispers. It doesn't need to shout to let you know it's premium. It doesn't need to be flashy to let you know it's powerful. It just is. For the 2026 and 2027 model years, the Volvo XC60 Hybrid returns to the stage. Not with a radical reinvention, but with masterclass and refinement. This is the vehicle for the person who wants 455 horsepower, but doesn't want to look like a street racer. This is for the family that values safety above status, yet somehow ends up with both. Today, we are doing a comprehensive, deep dive review of the new Volvo XC60 Recharge. We are going to explore its sustainable luxury, its Google-powered brain, and the T8 plug-in hybrid powertrain that makes it one of the most versatile SUVs on the planet. Is this the smartest luxury SUV you can buy right now? Let's find out. Exterior design, the art of Scandinavian minimalism. Let's begin with the design, because even years after this generation debuted, it remains one of the most handsome vehicles on the road. The 2026 update keeps the changes subtle, adhering to the philosophy of, if it isn't broken, don't fix it. The front end is dominated by the signature Thor's Hammer LED headlights. These aren't just daytime running lights. They are active bending lights that physically turn into corners to illuminate your path. The grille, specifically on this Recharge model, features a high-gloss black finish that integrates the sensors for the advanced driver assistance systems seamlessly. Moving to the side profile, the XC60 strikes a perfect balance. It's not as upright and boxy as the XC90, but it's not as raked and compromised as a coupe SUV. It is the Goldilocks zone of proportions. We are looking at available 21-inch diamond-cut alloy wheels that fill the arches beautifully. And unlike many competitors that clutter the side with sharp creases and busy lines, the Volvo is smooth. The shoulder line that runs from the headlight to the taillight is strong and confident, giving the car a muscular stance without trying too hard. Around the back, the vertical taillights, a Volvo trademark since the 90s, are fully LED and feature a welcome sequence when you unlock the car. It's a small touch, but it makes the car feel alive. And you'll notice something missing. Exhaust pipes. Volvo has hidden them behind the bumper. Why? Because this is a car focused on a sustainable future. It's a statement that performance doesn't have to mean pollution. Interior, a sanctuary of calm. Step inside, and your heart rate immediately drops. This isn't a cockpit. It's a Scandinavian living room. The interior of the 2026 XC60 is arguably its strongest selling point. While German rivals focus on techno-luxury, with RGB lights and massive curved screens, Volvo focuses on materials and texture. The dashboard is adorned with genuine driftwood inlays. This isn't glossy, fake wood that attracts fingerprints. It's open-pore, textured wood that feels natural to the touch. The centerpiece of the console is the Orifice crystal gear selector. Handmade in Sweden, this piece of glass lights up at night and adds a touch of jewelry to the cabin. It is stunning. Let's talk about the seats. Volvo has a reputation for making the best seats in the automotive industry, and the 2026 XC60 upholds that legacy. These are the Contour seats wrapped in Napa leather, or, if you choose a more sustainable route, the tailored wool blend. I highly recommend the wool. It breathes better than leather in the summer, stays warm in the winter, and looks incredibly chic. The seats offer heating, ventilation, and a massage function that actually works. It's not just a vibration. It's a proper kneading action that saves your back on long road trips. Technology, Google built-in. Technologically, the XC60 was one of the first vehicles to adopt Google built-in. And for 2026, the system is faster and more intuitive than ever. The 9-inch vertical touchscreen might look small compared to the massive televisions in other cars, but it is highly functional. You have Google Maps natively integrated. This means you don't need to connect your phone to get real-time traffic updates or accurate routing. You also get the Google Assistant. You can simply say, "Hey Google, set the temperature to 70 degrees," or "Hey Google, turn on the heated seat," and it just works. It understands natural language better than any other voice control system I have tested. However, it's not all perfect. Volvo has moved almost all climate controls into the screen. While the interface is responsive, I still miss physical dials for the temperature and fan speed. It requires a momentary distraction from the road, which feels slightly counterintuitive for a safety-obsessed brand. On the plus side, the driver gets a 12.3-inch digital instrument cluster. It's not the most customizable screen on the market. You basically have calm mode and nav mode, but the nav mode puts a beautiful, high-resolution Google map right in your line of sight. It's clean, legible, and devoid of unnecessary clutter. And we cannot talk about the interior without mentioning the sound system. This model is equipped with the Bowers and Wilkins premium sound system. With 1,460 watts, 15 speakers, and a unique Gothenburg concert hall mode, it is widely considered the best factory audio system in its class. It doesn't just play music. It reveals details in your favorite songs you've never heard before. If you buy this car, you must tick this option box. Rear seat and cargo, family practicality. Moving to the back, the XC60 remains a practical family hauler. Legroom is generous for a compact luxury SUV, easily accommodating 2 6-foot adults behind 6-foot front passengers. The panoramic sunroof, which is standard, floods the cabin with light, making it feel airy. You also get dedicated USB-C ports and B-pillar-mounted air vents, a classic Volvo feature that ensures your kids get fresh air directly to their faces, not just their knees. Cargo space is competitive, offering around 22.4 cubic feet with the seats up and 63 cubic feet with them folded flat. Because the battery for the hybrid system runs down the center tunnel of the car rather than under the trunk floor, you don't lose any cargo space compared to the gas-only version. You also get buttons in the trunk to lower the air suspension, making it easier to load heavy items or let the dog jump in. Powertrain, the T8 Recharge. Now, let's get to the heart of the beast. The badge says T8 Recharge, and those are exciting words. This powertrain combines a 2.0-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine driving the front wheels with a powerful electric motor driving the rear wheels. The result? A combined output of 455 horsepower and 523 pound-feet of torque. Let that sink in. This sensible, safe Swedish family SUV has more horsepower than a new Ford Mustang GT. It will do 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 4.5 seconds. When you stomp on the gas, the electric motor gives you instant torque, and the turbo engine sustains the pull. It is startlingly fast for a vehicle that looks this calm, but the speed is just a party trick. The real value is the efficiency. The 2026 XC60 Recharge features an 18.8 kilowatt-hour battery pack. In the real world, this translates to about 35 to 40 miles of pure electric range. For most Americans, that covers the daily commute, the school run, and the grocery trip without ever burning a drop of gas. You can drive this as an EV Monday through Friday and a 455 HP hybrid on the weekend. Driving dynamics, refined, not race-Y. So, how does it drive? If you are expecting a BMW X3 M-Killer, look elsewhere. Despite the horsepower, the XC60 is not a corner-carving sports car. It is a grand tourer. The ride quality, especially with the optional air suspension, is sublime. It floats over imperfections. The chassis is tuned for stability and comfort rather than razor-sharp agility. The steering is light and accurate, but doesn't offer a ton of feedback. The best feature for daily driving is the one-pedal drive. In the electric mode, you can bring the car to a complete stop just by lifting off the throttle. It makes city driving significantly less stressful. And because the transition between electric and gas is so smooth, you often forget the engine has even turned on until you look at the tachometer. Safety, the Volvo promise. We have to talk about safety. It's the core of the brand. The 2026 XC60 is built on the SPA platform, featuring a safety cage made of ultra-high-strength boron steel. But it's the active safety where it shines. Pilot assist is standard. This is Volvo's hands-on-wheel semi-autonomous driving system. It combines adaptive cruise control with lane centering. On the highway, it is rock solid. It doesn't ping-pong between the lines. It tracks the center of the lane confidently, reducing driver fatigue on long journeys. You also get the full suite of city safety features. Collision avoidance with vehicles, pedestrians, cyclists, and large animals. It will brake, steer, and do whatever it takes to prevent an accident. Sustainability. Volvo is pushing hard to be a climate-neutral company, and the XC60 reflects that. Beyond the plug-in hybrid powertrain, the car uses a significant amount of recycled plastics and metals. The leather-free interior options are pushed heavily. When you buy a Volvo, you are buying into an ethos that cares about the supply chain as much as the end product. Price and verdict. So what does all this cost? The 2026 Volvo XC60 Recharge isn't cheap. Prices start around the mid-$50,000 range of the core trim, but fully loaded ultimate trim with the Bowers and Wilkins audio and air suspension will push you well over $70,000. Is it worth it? If you want the flashiest car to impress your neighbors, maybe not. But if you want a vehicle that respects your time, protects your family, offers incredible flexibility between electric and gas driving, and surrounds in a cabin that feels like a spa, then the answer is a resounding yes. The 2026 Volvo XC60 Hybrid is the definition of stealth wealth. It is refined luxury, smart hybrid power, and sustainable performance wrapped in a beautiful package. It remains the smartest choice for the adult in the room. What do you think? Would you take this over a BMW X3 or Mercedes GLC? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this deep dive, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. Thanks for watching and drive safe.